Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 12th and final episode of Kino no Tabi, The Beautiful World, the animated series, or Kino's Journey. So, in the last episode, we actually got some Kino backstory, like we saw when she was a child, essentially the reason why she started her journey. She was apparently raised in a very crappy country, to say the least, until a man named Kino came, showed her the ways of the world, just showed her that you don't really need to get surgery to become an adult. That's not a good idea. And as soon as she rejected that notion entirely, the other townspeople didn't exactly appreciate it that much, and they pulled out the knife, and things just kind of went downhill from there. But yes, child Kino was adorable, and just seeing her get on the motorcycle, it was great. I liked it. So let's get into the episode. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. It's so sad seeing all these shows end one after the other. I know that's just the nature of the current season setup, but it's just sad they all have to end around the same time. Because if only one or two of them ended, and you'd be like, oh, I got all these other ones that are still going, but no, as soon as one ends, before you have time to get over that, another one ends. Of course, there are some shows that are too core, like Mahotsukai no Yome. But this is not one of them. Kino's journey will come to an end at episode 12. Fields of sheep. Kino, don't fall asleep on the wheel. Didn't stop you from doing that last episode. Yeah, motorcycles are heavy. Yep, they're just chilling. She's like, yeah, you better keep going. Are they going to attack? Oh, they're really attacking. Good thing a motorcycle should be faster than them. Are they really going to follow her? Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, theoretically, they should tire out before you run out of gas. I think you may have come to the wrong place, Kino. Stuck between a horn and a soft place. I know, right? It's a bit of a weird situation. But never have I experienced such sheep wrath. I doubt it. I wouldn't slow down enough to find out. Exactly. I don't know what Kino did to anger them, though. Even though they pretty much started this altercation. What now? Is it more sheep? Tell me it's more sheep. Oh, that's much worse. So, yeah, I'm not sure where you go from here. But those sheep have trapped you. You're probably still in pretty bad trouble because those sheep could very easily ram you in there. I don't even... Man, Kino could legit die from sheep in this episode. Do you have a better plan? So you want to be left with the sheep? Yeah, I wouldn't try it either. Yeah. Man, this is the first time she's actually been separated from Hermes in this series. Kino, seriously, what did you do to piss them off? So basically, they're racist against humans. Yeah, that guy wouldn't be able to climb that. I'd be worried about someone stealing my bike. Like halfway through the episode, we see a sheep riding Hermes. So hopefully Hermes can reason with them. Are they seriously just following her? Not the best place for a coffee break, but you gotta take what you can get. Man, she really wants to shoot them. You'd have to get up there to get the meat, though. Unless you got very lucky and the shot caused him to fall. But that probably wouldn't happen because the force would go, the opposite direction that you want the sheep to go in. I think I might actually develop a slight fear of sheep by the time this episode's over. Because that's some borderline horror movie stuff. Like, seriously. I couldn't fall asleep under those circumstances. Like, you just wake up and they're, like, right surrounding you. Like, they found a way down. Did they finally give up? Like, surely there's other humans they could harass. Yeah, I saw that too. Was it Hermes? I mean, I assume that the poor guy whose vehicle belongs to also had an unfortunate run-in with the sheep. And he wasn't as lucky as Kino. And that's when the sheep got him. It's just so silly seeing sheep as the antagonist of a story. I do quite like this soundtrack, though. I mean, I guess she doesn't have Hermes right now, so try to salvage a vehicle if you can. Though it just isn't the same not seeing Kino riding a motorcycle. Yes, very good use of it. Watch out, sheep. Hermes. I've come for my motorcycle. Yeah, you want to get into a ramming competition with that vehicle? In a ditch somewhere. They just keep bouncing off of it. Yeah, but if enough of those sheep get together, they can do something. It's like a mother worrying about her child. Oh, one got in. Yeah, not for long. So she finally, that had to have felt really good, just finally killing one of those sheep. After all the trouble they've caused. Don't just knock him off the cliff. Yeah, that's your wool's being used against you. That flammable wool. Jeez. I really don't think I was ready for this episode. Because, good God, this is just something else. I mean, I know the sheep are the bad guys in this whole situation, but still, this just seems so brutal. She's just, Kino's standing up there, just popping them off. Pop, 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 watching all these sheep drop. I know, right? Man, how many bullets does she have and how many sheep are there? So she didn't kill all of them. What are you doing? Making a ramp. Okay, so we're going back to this. She really is going to try this. Yeah, he did say that you needed a ramp for it, and you got one now. Yeah, I didn't take it that seriously at the time either, but this is Kino we're talking about. She'll make it work. But man, she just looks so much cooler with that fiery backdrop. I want some flaming sheep to chase after her as she goes over the cliff. Yeah, here we go. I mean, smoking sheep is fine too. He's like directly blocking the ramp too. Yeah, I know who you're messing with, sheep. The man that I never spoke a word to. But I'm sure he was a cool guy. But yeah, there had to have been well over 100 sheep. Like, good God. Bye-bye, sheep. You know, if anyone asked me what I thought the season finale of Kino's journey would be, I would not have guessed sheep combat. Well, people usually don't. So it all worked out in the end. I don't know, she probably doesn't feel all that lucky today. I know the sheep probably don't. I know, right? I mean, how much do you hate humans? I mean, I can understand why he would hate humans now. One of them just slaughtered a lot of you. But before. I wanted to figure, I was hoping Hermes would, like, have a conversation with them, we'd find out. We might find out here, though. It's because you have homicidal sheep. Yeah. Hopefully, you know, nothing made of wool. I would laugh if the door opened and sheep came out. There were. I mean, not so much anymore. Well, okay then. That explains a lot. Except fluffier. And you wonder why I don't get visitors. Didn't fear fire, didn't fear guns, didn't fear falling off a cliff. I'm sure they did. They're about that. Though it might be a case of not letting them know more than they need to. No. I wasn't sure what to expect from that title, but yeah, I got Fields of Sheep alright. Fields of Fire. And sheep. That is some pretty convenient tree placement. You are now. I think she'll survive. I mean, yeah, it's the last episode. In other words, season 2. You know, by that logic, you could go on thousands of journeys. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't fallen asleep yet. Yes. Or an anime, for instance. They're just being progressively less subtle about this, aren't they? Yeah, don't worry, I'll always have a use for you. Maybe. We'll see. It depends on my mood. And this pan-out's lasted a long time. We're still going. But yes. Kino's journey ended with Kino's nap. I can't really think of a better way to end a journey, really. And it was quite the journey. I think Kino did more killing in that last episode than any other. But yes, I for one am looking forward to Kino's second journey. You know, the one after she wakes up from her nap. That she will probably go on. You know, I didn't even think about this until just now, but, you know, a lot of people count sheep when they try to fall asleep, but in Kino's case, that would probably just make her less likely to fall asleep. We're back here. Oh, is it time for the second journey already? That was a really quick nap. No problem. So, that was the 12th and final episode of Kino's Journey. And yeah, that was that was a really good final episode. The story was pretty simple. I mean, Kino tried to survive a sheep attack, really. And then when she was finished with that, she got to the country she was getting to. And we finally got a quick explanation about what the deal with the sheeps are. That they were trained to battle in that country, but animal rights activists said, no, this is bad. So they let them go into the wild. Which sounds like a great idea until until people go near them, and then the people get attacked. But aside from that, yeah, that was the right thing to do. But you probably should have I don't know. You probably should have found a better place for them, I guess would have been the best solution there. But I don't know. Luckily, Kino did survive that ordeal. Many of the sheep did not, but Kino did, and since she's the protagonist, she's the one that truly matters, of course. But yes, it was a very, very cool and unexpected episode, really. Not what I would have guessed for the finale. So, the series as a whole, or my thoughts on the series as a whole. I thought this was pretty good, pretty enjoyable. You know, the arts, the music, it all complemented the series really well. And I do quite like Kino as a character, and her dynamic with Hermes. They were always enjoyable to watch. And the setting itself was very unique. I mean, there's a bunch of different countries, and they're very much different from each other. We have countries that are constantly on the move, countries where they worship evil mind-controlling radio waves, countries where they live on a ship and they will die on that ship, other countries that I can't think of off the top of my head. Keep in mind, these are not reviews, it's just me sharing some thoughts I have on the series. Otherwise, I would have proper notes and stuff on each episode and stuff. But, yes, the only real complaints I have with the series is the lack of Kino and Kino's journey. Because Shizu, like, is it just me or did he just get too much screen time and focus? I mean, I don't care about him all that much. I mean, I care about him a little bit, sure, just not enough to justify the amount of screen time that he got. Because since the show is called Kino's Journey, I expect every episode to not only involve a nice chunk of Kino, but anything that doesn't involve Kino directly has some kind of tie-in with her, because this is Kino's journey. So that is what the focus should be on. But sometimes we didn't really have that. Like with the case of Photo. Like, I liked that episode, it was enjoyable, and I liked to see her story, but that didn't really tie into Kino at all. Like, in any capacity, really. And, you know, and if anyone was going to get a lot of screen time that wasn't Kino, I would have preferred it to be Photo over Shizu. But, yeah, if they did with Photo what they did, if they did with Shizu what they did with Photo, I would have been fine with that. But still, I mean, if they wanted to do a spin-off of Shizu, call it Shizu's Journey, that'd be cool, but I just didn't like how much the focus was taken away from Kino, considering this was a short 12-episode series and all. Another thing, Shizu was introduced during the whole Colosseum thing, and from what I heard, the original had 2 episodes dedicated to that, and I think I remember hearing the original had less Shizu than this one. I could be wrong on that one. But anyway, if they were going to have a lot of Shizu in this, then you'd think they would have had more time on that Colosseum thing, so I would care about the character a little bit more, but they didn't, so. But yeah, that's really my only real knock on the series. I did quite enjoy it for what it was. And if there's obviously a season 2 or anything, I'll most certainly watch it. So, let me know what you thought of the anime. What's my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I should probably mention what my score is on this one. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.